it's true, it's already 8 o'clock. Well, welcome to Open the Gate. Tonight I open the gate to Francois Chaignaud. Oh, where is Francois Chaignaud? And here you are, Francois Chaignaud, a very, very talented dancer, performer, singer. You've been performing all around the world. People are crazy about you. They follow you everywhere. We follow you also on Facebook. Like, people are screaming your name. They just want to touch you. Can you tell us a bit more about your background, your formation, and from where you're from?
I'm from Paris in France, and I've studied dance when I was very young, when I was 7 years old in Rennes, a small town in France where I was born. And yeah, I studied dance, classical dance, contemporary dance, and then when I was 14 I moved to Paris to a bigger dance school. And since then I've never stopped, but always keeping doing other things. And I went to university, then I kept on singing, I've studied history. I've never only wanted to be a dancer. It was too suffocating for me.
I think it's this suffocation that you're talking about that always push you further and further. You're very curious. You go and discover cultures, other kind of dance, and talk with other performers. You also invite people that you are kind of maybe inspired about, and you're very open. Like, how come you're so grabbing everything that you like to build your empire somehow?
No empire, I'm really not imperial. I'm more welcoming. I mean, dance and any kind of art, you can really become like in a little gated area, and then it's the death. I guess you're the same with your work. Like, you don't want to stay stuck with just one technique and one thing that you know how to do, but I just want to, not stay in the periphery of what is supposed to be dance. I can see dance in so many places, in so many bodies, and I'm more inspired by somebody who didn't study dance, but that will find a great way to express himself or herself, than somebody who just takes so many dance classes but who forgot why she or he wanna dance.
Mm-hmm. There is Francois, there is France. How do you play with those two characters? Maybe other characters, I don't know, maybe you are hiding more characters inside of yourself. It's very fascinating for us to see you, all those makeups, all those costumes. You always like use yourself to change like a chameleon. How does this come from? Where did it start?
At first I really feel like as a dancer, I see dancing not only as like making a movement with the body, but as building up a body, creating a body, inventing a body. I think our bodies is not just a resource, but it's something that is on process that you can continuously shape and invent. And of course, usually we live in societies that want to narrow down what a body may be or what a body can or what. So for me as a dancer, that's the most important, and it's this. So that's why I feel that when I'm transforming myself into France or into other person, I'm just continuing what I'm doing as a dancer, inventing myself, inventing a new body, and trying to be as involved, as accurate, as spiritual, as desireful as possible, so that it's not only a little joke or a little quotation, but that it creates a whole new potentiality.
Yeah, we see you flying, we see you singing, we see you doing a lot of reference into classic dance. You are like twerking, you're voguing, you're just like running and being very, very free. This is like something that you really been building with your colleague, Cecilia Bengolia. How did you guys started to think about this company that would invite other dancers and build like shows? And now I think you're touring maybe like 8 shows in total?
Yeah, many shows.
How did it start, and how did you find yourself with Cecilia and started this all beautiful story?
It all started in 2004 with Cecilia, because when we met, and I was studying in university history of feminism, and she was starting her career as a dancer, and we were both interested into sex workers, because she was working a lot in strip clubs, and I was more as a boy back then, and I was working as escort to get more money. And I was feeling from the beginning that the sex workers were our sisters as dancers, and that there's a huge history about the relation between sex workers and dancers in many cultures, in many times of the history. And nowadays, contemporary dancers really feel that they are so intelligent, so subversive, but for any reason they would like to be considered as prostitutes. What I would admire and cherish the skills of a prostitute and or of sex workers that can use their body in such a brilliant way to achieve the desire of the client. So our discussion with Cecilia started from there, and we created this piece that took us 3 years to create, Baccarat, that was staging our bodies as both a body of a dancer, but also a body that can be penetrated and that is available for sexuality. And so that was a very strong collaboration, very strong discussion, and then this piece like really opened a lot into our practice. And so that all started from there, and then we wanted to keep on working together, and we did like, right after we did another piece, Sylphide, where we were vacuumed under latex bags, and then we kept on working. So I don't think we had any plans or ambition to create like company, and I still don't have. I really want to remain free and not be stuck in a system, especially in France, where you can really be stuck as just the director of a dance company, which I don't want to be. I want to keep on traveling. I want to keep on practicing new forms of performance that may not suit to that frame.
So now it's been more than 7 years of collaboration and crazy projects, and you're finally giving to your public what they all wanted, what we all been waiting for, a famous solo that you call Dumi Moi. My thoughts in Russian? In Ukrainian, sorry. Where is this coming from, this desire to be alone on stage and to express all those very, very beautiful songs and this amazing interpretation of dancing with those melodies?
I think dancing as a solo on stage is also like the reference of modern dance. That's how in the early 20th century modern dance has been created. It's not through group piece, but it's through the figure of the solo.
You are always redefining things, like people should not be standing up, they should be laying on the floor. They should not be laying on the floor, they should be flying. You are yourself penetrated by dildos, flying with strings all around the rooms, singing like a proper singer, but you have the formation of a dancer. You're always like trying to find tricks to surprise your public. Who is your public? Who is so excited to see these really extreme pieces?
It's a good question. Who's the public? And it's always like in my mind, because for now I'm mainly working in Europe. I'm based in Paris, so I'm touring within the European network for contemporary art and contemporary dance.
France, coming back to the public, is there like some audiences that really surprised you, like good memories or tragic memories?
I really remember, like, I'm going back in 2 weeks in Warsaw in Poland, and last year I was there, and I had the most amazing experience here. It was maybe unexpected for some reason. I was not expecting such a warm and intelligent and sexy and full of desire reaction of the audience, and I was really impressed. Yeah, and when it's really hard, on the contrary, it's more often in German or Dutch countries, it's not that the audience doesn't like it, but there's different way of behaving where everything is more repressed, they're more inside of the bodies. So where as a performer, it may be difficult sometimes, because especially if it's a show where you're addressing to the people and where they stay really like.
France, we really look forward to discover your new solo in Paris.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if it's good to say that, but the week before in Ménagerie de Verre, we'll be showing with Cecilia something new, mixing dub music and point shoes.
Thank you so much for coming, France.
Thank you, Romain.
Thank you for your time, and see you very soon.